off. I know we wanted to start with
We
talk
are
about the new
ready.
products. So good evening. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have a lot of great information, new information probably for most of you, since we just learned of it ourselves this afternoon. So although we do know news can travel fast, it's kind of funny that way. But we're really thrilled that you're tuning in with us because we're going to be sharing with you the inside scoop, or as much as we can, as it relates to our brand new product that is coming out in 31 days, Brian.
Yep.
30, yeah, officially like 31 days. Oh my gosh, it's coming too fast. It is coming way too fast. I'm not going to lie. If you're excited about the new product that is going to launch October 11th, then I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. Let us know how excited you are for this brand new product that's going to be coming. Yep. Gina's got a 1. Darlene. Yep. Oh, I got 1. I love it. Yes. So we're changing tonight's call up a little bit. If for some reason, I'm curious, if you happen to be a customer with us here at LifeVantage and consuming a LifeVantage product, drop a 2 for me in the comments. I'm curious if we ended up with any customers that might be joining us tonight, because I made a little bit of a hiccup when I sent the email out today. And so who knows, but anyway, all right, good. 911. Marla's like, no, it was
911s.
911. That's what it felt like anyway.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know me or maybe new to the team as consultants, my name is Holly Highfield. My husband, Brian, and I are coming to you live from Sarasota, Florida. We have been involved with this incredible LifeVantage company for nearly 13 years. It's been an incredible journey. To be honest, I never in a million years would have thought that this would have been our passion, that this would be what would filled our cup on a daily basis. This incredible company and the health technology behind it has afforded us so many options that we didn't think were possible. And for many of you as consultants, I know you know what I mean. The products have positively impacted your life or a loved one's life, and changed their quality of life and their health. And for some of you, that came along with a paycheck, and that maybe allowed you to do something that you wouldn't have thought you would have been able to do otherwise, because you had the courage to share this incredible technology. And so tonight we are kicking off with the new GLP-1 activating system. And I know that Brian has been chomping at the bit to talk to you guys about GLP. He's been diving down in, he's been doing some research, and I know that he is thrilled to be able to share with you a little bit more about GLP if you don't already know. And then really we're going to be sharing with you a video tonight of Dr. Neil Goodman. He is a consultant here with us here at LifeVantage. He's actually going to show you how he's using the product. He was one of the lucky few. They call them the 55 something, some sort of 55 group. There were 55 people at the Rise Retreat that were able to get their hands on the product early. So they have been testing it and trialing it and sharing with us their experiences. And we're going to share some of those with you as well. And we're going to also let you know how you can access everybody's experiences and testimonies so that you can share those and start building your list. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So, Brian, I'm going to kind of turn the show over to you, I guess, as far as the GLP-1 piece is concerned. And if you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them. Remember, some information we can't share, but we'll do our best to answer for you as best we can for the questions that you do drop in the chat with us. So.
Right. Awesome. So I'm just every single day I learn more about this product and GLP-1 in general. I get more and more excited about this. And I was talking to someone in the healthcare industry who's been part of LifeVantage for about as long as Holly and I have. And they made a comment to me that just kind of made my jaw drop a little bit. They said that this is probably going to be bigger than Nerf 2. This is probably going to be bigger than Protandim. And that made my mouth drop because we all know how big and important Protandim is. And it's the most important supplement that's not a supplement that everybody should be taking. And it's the cornerstone, it's our biggest seller, it's our flagship product. But they thought this is going to be bigger and could be just as important, if not more important, to take. And so that got my attention right away when they said that. So GLP-1, for those that aren't familiar, GLP stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. It's a hormone that is secreted inside of your intestines, and it plays a critical role in a lot of different parts, different critical functions of your body. Most notably, and if you are paying attention to all the commercials about GLP-1s on the market today, people are taking them to help regulate their blood sugar for type 2 diabetics. We're not going to be able to make that claim because that is a medical claim. Even, so we're not allowed to say, even if it's true, we're not allowed to say that this is going to help you with your blood sugar. In a matter of speaking, there's a certain way we gotta phrase that to be compliant. But a lot of people, my point is, a lot of people are taking GLP-1 drugs right now to help maintain their blood sugar. But also one of the big benefits of it is also to help you manage your weight. So a lot of people are getting prescriptions just being overweight, so they have to go get a prescription for these drugs to go to their go to their doctor, get a prescription, and they got to qualify for that. So they have to meet a certain criteria to be classified as obese before they will prescribe these drugs to them to help them with weight loss specifically. If they have type 2 diabetes, they can be prescribed GLP-1s to help them with that, or both, right? So there's drugs on the market right now that are very popular, very costly, a lot of side effects, all those things, right? So the world is craving for a natural GLP-1 product that basically upregulates GLP-1 production in the body. So the injections that are out there right now in drug form are injecting a synthetic form of this hormone into your body, and you have to do it either daily, weekly, depending on which one it is. You have to do it, every so often. And not everybody is happy about that. They don't want to do a self-injection. They don't like the side effects, because there are side effects. The most common is nausea, stomach pain, things like that. But the list is long as far as the side effects with a lot of different drugs. So again, go back to my original statement. The world is craving for a natural GLP-1 solution. And that's what we're launching in 31 days. And so again, I mentioned the effects on blood sugar. Okay. So it's going to help stimulate insulin release from the pancreas. The cells that are responsible for creating insulin, it's going to help get those cells to function normally, which do not function normally in a lot of different people that are diagnosed with diabetes. So there's a lot of different things that GLP-1 itself, I'm talking about GLP-1, the hormone, not necessarily our product. Okay? To be compliant, I'm talking about the hormone right now. So the hormone has effects on blood sugar, stimulating insulin release, also on appetite regulation of your appetite, because it slows down the emptying of the stomach. Okay, it slows that process down, so you're going to get a feeling of fullness. So you reduce your appetite. It's sending a signal to your brain about satiety, which is basically a fancy word to basically mean you feel full, right? It's a signal to your brain, say, hey, you're full, quit eating. So that is also important. But there's other benefits besides that. Those are the two big ones that everybody's familiar with. But what you may not be familiar with, there's also a lot of cardiovascular protection that goes along with this hormone. And so there's huge benefits there, but there's also benefits to the brain. It really helps with a lot of different areas of the brain. I mentioned one before about that signaling to your brain to say that you're full so that you eat less, but also with cognitive function and neurodegenerative diseases. Again, I'm talking about the hormone, not our product right now. There's also different, one of the side effects they noticed when they were testing the drugs is that people with addictions were less likely to really engage in their addiction. I know the clinical trials going on with like meth addicts, for example, right now, to see how GLP-1 hormone can help those people curb addiction. Could be alcoholism, a lot of different things. So there's benefits there as well. So it's a very versatile hormone affecting multiple parts of the system. It is just vitally, vitally important because it touches so many different. Now, the product that we are announcing, first of all, it's a two-part system, and you're going to learn that in the video that we're going to show. But we are specifically saying that this is for weight loss. But we just know from the science of upregulating that hormone that there's many, many other benefits besides weight loss. In fact, one of the stated benefits that I think that we're going to be able to say, and that's compliant, is that we can maintain healthy blood sugar levels that are already in a healthy range. To be compliant, we've got to add that in part to say if it's already in a healthy range, we can help maintain that. Now, I think we do more than that, but we can't say that. We're not allowed to say that we do much more than that, because then we start falling into the drug category, and this by far is not a drug. So I know Holly, you put some statistics together, because we know that there's an epidemic right now, especially in the US, as far as obesity. So 70% of Americans right now are overweight. And 40% of American adults between over the age of 20 are obese, meaning that the BMI, which is a body mass index of 30 or more, is how they define that. And of course, we know obesity leads to other problems. It leads to diabetes, it leads to heart disease, it leads to certain cancers, high blood pressure, cholesterol, triglycerides, bone and joint problems, sleep apnea, gallstones, liver problems. The long, long list that obesity contributes to. When you become insulin resistant, your system it has a really hard time finding home for the sugar that's inside of your blood. The glucose that's in your blood after you eat, it's got to find a home. A lot of it gets stored up in your liver, but when that's full and can't take anymore, and your muscles can't take anymore, guess what? It starts packing it on to your organs. If you look at an obese person's heart, and there's some pictures floating around lately on Facebook that I've seen showing a healthy adult versus an obese adult, and you can see where the fat is getting deposited. It's getting deposited inside or outside around the different organs, and that's really hindering the function of those organs. And that's why there's all these diseases that can culminate from obesity itself. So again, big problem. I don't think that's surprising anybody here. But our solutions to date have been fad diets, miracle pills that promise a lot and underdeliver, things that work temporarily, but people tend to gain the weight back. In fact, even the GLP-1 drugs right now, all of the studies show that 80% of the people gain the weight back after they stop using the drug. So by itself, that's probably not a good long-term solution, not to mention the cost of it. Holly put together some other facts here. Medical costs related to obesity is over $260 billion a year. And people with obesity spend an average of $1,800 more a year on medical costs. So, and also, the cost of the drugs out there is very high. So if you get some of the name brand drugs for GLP-1s, you're around $1,000 plus. Sometimes insurance is paying for that. If you qualify, if you don't qualify, people are actually paying that out of pocket to get the benefits. They value it that much. And also, a lot of people are turning to what's called compounding pharmacies to make the same substance. It's just kind of in generic form, but they're still paying $300 plus per month to get that. And it still has all the same side effects, all the same issues with that. So it's still expensive. It's less expensive, but it's still expensive. So now I feel that we're coming out with a natural, healthier solution for people that want the benefits, but don't really want to turn to the synthetics out there and all the problems associated and costs. So they don't want the needles, they don't want the high costs, they want to go to get a prescription, they don't want all the baggage that comes with that. So we've got a great solution here for that. So without me telling you more about it, I want you to hear from someone who's taking the product right now, Dr. Neil Goodman, great friend of ours, doctor here in Florida. He is trialing the product right now, and he's going to teach you a little bit more about that. So let me cue up that video so we can let you all watch that. Hang on. By the way, this video is on our lvgopro.com webpage. So let me pull that up. Yep. So this is the webpage here. We're adding to it. So you can see there's already several videos on here of some of the doctors. Most of these are from doctors or other people taking the product right now. But I'm going to pull up Dr. Neil Goodman. If I can hit play here and expand the video. Maybe.
Hey everybody,
there we go.
This is Dr. Goodman once again. I'm back with you. I wanted to show you with regard to this new LifeVantage test product. It's not really a test product, it's the real deal. It's just that you don't have it yet, and I do. So I'm super excited about it. I've been using this for the last 4 days, but I think as a preview to sort of let you know what to expect, I wanted to introduce the proper way to use this. So I've got my first part of the system, and I took 2 capsules of that this morning. And the best use scenario is you just need to get it in. And I suggest getting it in approximately 30 minutes before you plan on taking any calories that day. Empty stomach is fine, but generally speaking, you can take it any day or any time of the day. Now, with regard to the second part of the product, this is actually a drink mix. Now, the drink mix, I'm not showing you the label because, like I said, it's top secret, but I can open it and I can show you what it looks like. And I can show you what the capsules look like too. This is the first product. And I took 2 of these this morning when I woke up and actually took them with a cup of coffee. So this is what they look like. 2 mild-sized capsules. They absolutely have no taste, no smell, and they are all natural herbal type products. They're activator products. This is not GLP-1 as in a drug. This is a natural alternative to GLP-1 to tell your system to make GLP-1 through some very interesting and just quite frankly, beautiful synergistic response with your body. So I did that this morning, and I took it with some of my other things that I take in the morning. I also take my nutrigenomic activators, and I think it's important to say, you know, this is an activation product, and I wholeheartedly believe in activation, cellular activation. So I think it makes really good sense for you if you're going to start on an activation scheme to turn on GLP-1 in your body so that you can have all the healthful benefits of it without the hurtful side effects. I think it makes sense for you to be activated. And how do you do that? Well, at a minimum, you should be activated with Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. And the reason is because you're turning on the cellular instruction set to essentially detox your body, reduce oxidative stress, get at the root cause of aging, which is going to help your longevity. And if you can swing it, to add NRF1 to that mix is a brilliant idea. And if you have even more insight, doing the Tri-Synergizer. I would just do that. And then the second thing I would really insist is, you know, this whole system presumes that you have a normal microbiome. And maybe you do and maybe you don't. Now, even if you didn't, you will still benefit from this product. But can you imagine that if your gut microbiome is already turned on and you've already activated those good bacteria that make up the garden in your gut, you are going to get to a healthier start and a healthier response overall by using this new system. So if you're thinking like I'm thinking, what is the solution for that? Well, on the LifeVantage website, there's a product that's there that's called the Active Essentials. It's essentially a stack. I would get started now. I would not wait for GLP-1 to come out in October. I'd get this system started now, so you're priming yourself to take maximum advantage of what we're doing by cellular activation. So again, NRF2, NRF1, and the probiotic. That LifeVantage probiotic is the best in the world. You do all three, that is called the Activated Essential Stack. And I would just get started on it, look for it. If you don't have a LifeVantage account already, then please contact me and I will send you the link for that activation, and that will get the ball rolling so you won't have to wait when GLP-1 comes out. You'll be able to activate a link right away. Now, if you already know someone who is a LifeVantage consultant and you're using some LifeVantage products, then just go in your back office, go on your page and look at your subscriptions and set yourself up for the Activated Essential Stack. Get that started, or talk to the person who is in the LifeVantage family who can help you with that. Okay, so assuming that you're activated like I am, what's the next step? Well, as I said, I took 2 capsules of this morning, and so that starts the process. But now, what about this component? Well, this is actually a drink mix. Now, it has a small scoop in it, looks like this, and the recommendations are to use 4 heaping scoops in your drink of choice. Now, that could be any kind of milk, it could be water, it could be an Axio drink, it could be, your favorite smoothie. It doesn't really matter. Each scoop is 12.5 calories, which is basically nothing, okay? So 50 calories for all 4 scoops. Now, if you want to do 2 scoops in the morning in a drink and do 2 scoops in the afternoon in a drink, I think that makes perfect sense. You might just want to get started slowly on it and see how it does for you. Now, once you're fully on it, you can decide if you want to use all 4 scoops at one time, and that's fine too. The only recommendation is that you separate the pills, by at least 30 minutes. You want this to be working in your system first before you try to do the drink mix. But quite frankly, you can do this drink mix at any time in the day. Now, in my instance, I do intermittent fasting, and I fast on it's not for everybody now, but it's just my scheme. How do you fit this stuff in? So if you do intermittent fasting, I fast 20 hours a day and eat in a 4-hour window in the evening. So I'm approaching my 4-hour window. So I don't want to have like super heavy appetite. I don't want to overeat in that window. I want to continue to do intermittent fasting, but I don't want to break my fast during the morning. So that's why I didn't do my drink powder up front. But now I'm ready. So you use the scoop and you add into your mug or ice water. In this case, it's ice water for me. I'm adding 4 scoops. 1, and they're just basically heaping scoops. 2, 3, and here's the 4th one. 4 scoops. All right, now, as I said, it mixes in really easy. Doesn't clot up, it doesn't coagulate, it doesn't not dissolve, it goes in really easy. Now, in this ice water, this is an ice water mug, a shaker bottle, I happen to like Axio. And I like Axio for brain activation. I'm getting ready to do a Bible study this afternoon, so I want to be on my best behavior. I want to focus, I want to learn. So I've got 1 scoop of my Axio powder. This happens to be a really great flavor, by the way. This is your activated brain drink, by the way, which I believe for anybody who has problems concentrating or needing some time to focus, computer work, whatever, I just want to combine it. And you combine that activation GLP-1 drink with anything. This is Axio Cherry Limeade. Have you tasted this, by the way? And you know that lemonade is out now, right, as a permanent product. So I'm super excited. This is great with both this and that. And this is like having a cherry lime creamsicle, because this powder has a very light vanilla taste. It's not sweet. It's just the sense of vanilla. It smells a little vanilla-y. It's not overwhelming. So it doesn't really take over anything that you're drinking. It isn't overbearing in any way. It's not sweet at all. So let me go reach for the top of my shaker bottle for a second, because it's out of camera view, but I'm going to get it just a second. Okay, I'm going to put my shaker ball in, and I'm going to put the top on my mug. I'm going to shake this sucker up. Now, I prepared another one earlier. I'll show you what that one looks like. And I'm putting the cap on it. Give it a good shake. Now, this is just a light pink color because of the cherry limeade. And you can drink this all at once, or you can drink it slowly, or you can drink half of it in the day and then have another half later in the day. It doesn't really matter. You just get it in. And then this is, that's perfect. It's semi-sweet now with the Axio. It tastes like cherry limeade, little hints of vanilla. So it's, like I say, really pleasant, like a creamsicle. I did an earlier one in the day, and this is what it looks like. This is iced coffee. I mixed an iced coffee, and instead of using creamer, I went ahead and I set it up so that I had, you know, hot summer sun. Iced coffee is great. I set it up with my drink powder for the GLP-1 system. So I want to just show you, there's lots of ways to do this. I wanted to give you a little advanced idea of how the system works and what are the little nuances, especially if you're an intermittent faster. If you're not, no problem. Take your 2 pills in the morning and then start sipping on the drink 30 minutes after. Otherwise, this system is going to be killer when it comes out. I cannot wait. And you will be excited too. By the way, I'm already from 196 pounds to 179 pounds. Okay. I just want to tell you, I feel fantastic. I'm activated, and you can do the same thing too. I'm so excited for you to get this into your hands. So have a blessed day. This is Dr. Goodman, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.
All right, cool. I hope you found that informative. I did when he posted that the other day. So I ripped that off of his Facebook page so I could share it with all you. So that is on our lvgopro.com page. If you go to the home, you know, right on when you open it up, we've got all things GLP-1 right there. So it's going to take you right away to that same page. So we've got those videos on there. And there's also a link at the bottom with a bunch of shareables and other videos and things. So we keep updating that that location with different assets for you to learn more about this.
Yeah. And you can share them. So there's videos, there's pictures, there's before and after and testimonies so far of people who have already been on this product. So leverage those tools, right? We're trying to make it easy for you so that everything is in one place. We continue, like Brian said, we continue to add to it each day as we get stuff in there, but we wanted to make sure we had a good amount of stuff to share with you guys for in your stories and your social media posts, or even just to send to customers or people on your VIP list, all that kind of good stuff, all that good stuff. So did you guys like that video from Dr.? Was it kind of cool to at least see the products and kind of know what the system's about and how you're going to take it? Yes, no, great. Yep. Tim said great. iPad said woohoo, exciting.
So again, just like all of our products, this is an activation product. This is not a supplement. There may be some other, I've seen some GLP-1 supplements out there where they have some natural ingredients that try to help you increase GLP-1, but that again, just like antioxidants and the difference between antioxidants and Nerf 2 is squirt gun versus, you know, fire hose. Same thing here. Supplements, squirt gun, not doing a whole lot. This system, is doing a lot, and we're seeing that with the results that people are posting that are already in the third. This is like the third clinical trial of this, and so these folks are now posting their results even after just a few days. They are dropping the inches, dropping the pounds, decreasing their body mass index. And all the good health indicators are going in the right direction. So who's this? This is Angie Harper. We know her pretty well. She's an executive at LifeVantage, so she is being vulnerable, like many are, and showing what it's doing in just a matter of days. So she's down 6 pounds and 5¼ inches. And so she's liking the results so far. Sandy McClure, another executive here. So 1 week progress, down 6 pounds, shedded 4½ inches, 1 inch off her waist. Sleep was off a bit for the first 5 days, but she has tons of energy now, dialed in, focused, never hungry. And so she just tells her story. So again, these are the assets that we have on that link. So if you want to go and look at some of these, not uncommon as far as what people are saying. Jamie, we know Jamie out of Nebraska. She says one word: energy. Okay, she's really fit, very athletic. So her goal is not to lose weight, but improve her body composition, the muscle to fat ratio. So after 7 days, the weight has stayed the same, but she's lost a ½ inch around her waist. She has no food cravings, and energy levels are so much higher. So let's see, who's this? Tara.
It's her housekeeper.
Oh, this is her housekeeper. 6
Yeah,
pounds
so she
in her
had an
first
extra
week.
set. She had an extra set, and she gave a set to
Oh
her
my gosh.
housekeeper.
Yeah, so 6 pounds in her first week. That's awesome. People are wondering about pricing. This is hot off the press. We just got this today. I knew it'd be in this range, and I was right. So I was very happy to see how they priced this. But for a consultant price, $159.99, subscription $179.99, full blown retail is $199. So very competitively priced, given that. And again, we're not a drug, but just compare the prices to the synthetics that are out there.
Right.
This is around half of the cheapest that's out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
And a
holistic
fraction
approach,
of
you
the
know?
most popular ones. So it's I think it's a great value. What are you gonna say, Holly?
Nothing. I am very pleased. I think the company did right with the pricing as well. The SV values are is 128. I think that's very fair when you look at the prices comparatively, at least from a business perspective. But yes, I was pleasantly surprised with this. So that was very good. I really
Yeah.
liked that. That was great. So
So you want to talk about the giveaway, Holly?
well, no, you tell me, because I was going to do it one way, and then you suggested that we do a different
I was
way.
gonna say, whatever way you decide to do it, if you want people to text you, what do you want to do?
I think, let me see here. We have, yeah, let's let me see here.
Text it, or if they're Amish and can't text, they can call you. Say,
They
hey,
can,
I was on the call.
yeah, let's do that. So here's the deal. If you guys are on the call right now, this is what you're going to need to do. Yes, Sherry, this is the price for 1 month supply. So all the
Yep.
products are a 30-day supply. So you'll get enough capsules. Obviously, there'll be 60 capsules in the bottle. That'll be good for, 30 days, because there's 2 capsules per dose. And then the scoop, obviously, you see it's a larger tub. So everything's a 30-day supply, just like our current products. So people will be able to then add this to their subscription. Okay. Also keep in mind that all brand new customers, when they place a subscription order, their first order ships for free. Their first order ships for free. That's extremely important. So I know this is going to be crazy, and my phone's going to start blowing up, so I'm going to have to put it on vibrate, but I'm going to give you my phone number, and I'm going to ask that you text me along with your name. All right, text me so that I know that you are on this call, you are listening, you are sticking with us. And then I'm going to put everybody in we're going to put everybody in a randomizer. Like I have a tool, like a little randomizer. And then Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and announce the, I'll go ahead and announce the drawing. See, my phone's, just need to turn it off here, sorry. Um, For everybody who already has my phone number, clearly I keep myself very available. But my phone number is 440-725-8034. 440-725-8034. So you're going to text me your name and let me know you're on the call. And again, for those of you who are Amish and joined us via the phone, as soon as we hang up, you're welcome to call me. Just leave a voice message. That's probably the easiest way. Just say who you are, and then you're free to hang up. So yes, so that's the deal. I love it. I've got Susie, Brad, Truman, Janet, Marlon, William, Jackie. I love it. My phone's already blowing up. So that's what you need to do if you want to take the chance of winning this set. You'll get it for free. So, yeah, I think that was the bulk of our GLP-1 diving in. We gave you guys the pricings. You got to see a little bit how the system's working, how people are using it, some of the testimonies we shared with you, the team website link that allows you to access a lot of the tools and images and testimonies that are taking place. I continue to update those as people are providing us with their updated progress. Marcy's in, that's great. Mary Hoover's trying to call me. That's fantastic. She'll leave me a voicemail. I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. Viola, Darlene, Jan. Ooh, Jan Via's on the call. I love it.
Yeah, blow Holly up, but do not leave the call. Do not leave the call yet, guys. I know this is the most exciting part, but we got more excitement that we just learned about today that I want to share with people.
Yes, we've got some other stuff specific here to consultants. So if you do happen to be a customer, you're welcome to drop off the call at this point. Or you're free to stick around, but we've got some really hot off the press, like Brian said, exciting news that he was really excited to share with you, plus some stuff that's coming up with the event. So the Market Connect event, there's going to be some special promotions that are going to be offered only for those that are going to be on site. We're going to tell you about those promotions as well. So please stick around.
All right. So we just learned about this today, guys. I didn't even know this was in the works. This completely caught us by surprise today. But LifeVantage is now going to be offering an option for you to get healthcare coverage through LifeVantage, through a company called Clearwater. I don't know of any other network marketing company that's doing this. I really don't. So, many consultants, of course, they're independent consultants, right? They're independent as far as a business. They're not an employee. Employees usually work for a company that offers health insurance. Well, now LifeVantage is going to be offering options for people. And there's kind of 3 different categories that they're going to offer. You get full-blown insurance. They kind of have like, a full coverage plan, kind of a medium plan, and then just the basics type of plan. Again, I don't have a lot of details right now. We just learned about this at a very high level today. I thought this was fantastic because there's a lot of people out there that are either without insurance or very underinsured because it is very, very expensive to go to the marketplace and get your healthcare insurance if you're not getting it through an employer or your spouse's employer or so on. So for example, Holly and I work for ourselves. We are independent consultants with LifeVantage. We do not have employers. We do not have the JOBBs anymore. Yeah, JOBB, it's a 4-letter word. We don't have the JOBBs anymore. So we need to shop for our own healthcare insurance. And so now we have another option. And so this I was very excited about. And again, they're offering different options. And I haven't seen the pricing of this yet. But they indicated that depending on the level you go in, you could save a lot more money and maybe even have a lot better coverage than if you're out there on your own shopping for medical coverage. So that was cool. Again,
it's the enrollment dates. I'm sorry. Did you catch the enrollment dates? I think it starts in November.
You can enroll at any time with this. So what they were saying is a lot of people are entering their open enrollment period if they have insurance now.
Oh, that's what okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
people were coming up on open
Okay.
enrollment for people's insurance. But this is offered to consultants, and a new consultant, they can sign up with LifeVantage day one, and they can then sign up for health insurance through this program. So that again, it's something different that LifeVantage is offering. Again, I don't know of any network marketing company. There may be one, but I've never heard of it. And this is something that Michelle Oborn, who is our chief people officer, has been working on since she came to this company. I mean, she was here from the very, very beginning, and she's been trying to figure out a way to do this. And now it's only taken her what, 16 years? She got it. She was finally able to do it. And so again, it's a differentiator of LifeVantage versus other companies that we offer this. It's a great option for people that don't have a better option.
Yep.
You are going to, so how's this going to work? Well, you're going to get an email from the company in the next couple of weeks to tell you about some Zooms that are going to be happening, informational Zooms, where you can learn more about this program and how to schedule kind of a one-on-one session if you want to know your specific options for you and for your family, what that would look like. So they're going to be sending out that information over the next few weeks.
Yep.
If you're going to the event in Kansas City, this Clearwater company is going to be there to answer questions and help you as well. So again, this just blew me away that they're offering this. It's cool. We just upped our healthcare insurance, but that doesn't kick in, and we may do this instead. So we will
Yeah, I mean, it's
look
just like
into
any
this.
other
And
insurance. At the end of
yeah,
the day, if I were you, I would at least have the conversation. Have the conversation, let them compare and contrast and see what your options are to see if they may be able to save you some money, as well as still allow you to, maintain the type of coverage that you're comfortable with carrying. And so I do know that the first informational call is going to be September 24th. They said it'll be at 8 p.m. But again, those details will be made available. I will put those on the team calendar. They'll be in the Facebooks. They'll be on our team Facebook group. So just stay plugged in to learn about those calls. And then the more information that you have, like Brian said, the company's going to send you what you need to call and set up those appointments and have those conversations.
yeah.
So.
So again, we don't have any more details, much more than that. So these informational sessions, when they're going to be going over the next level of detail, and then to really get down into how it applies to you, they're going to tell you how to schedule a kind of a one-on-one session with someone from this company to go over your options for this. So wanted just to make you aware of that so that you're not caught off guard when they start sending out the emails and stuff for that.
Yeah. Some people are already posting on Facebook how incredible it is that not only do we have a compensation plan that we do in the company that we do, but now our company offers health coverage. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, I think. So, but so I was trying to put in names here. So 2 events. Do you want to talk about the 2 events here, Brian?
Yeah, we got 2 things coming up. They're back to back. So we're doing our 4th annual Team Legacy Summit.
Yeah.
In Berlin, Ohio. So this is an in-person event. Tickets are selling out fast. We have limited capacity in this room, but we've already exceeded the sales that we had for last year's event this year, which is great. I think more than half the people that are coming are going to be there for the very first time, which is great. But it's a 1.5 day session, October 4th. It's the evening of October 4th, starting at 5 o'clock. And then we're going most of the day on Saturday, October 5th. It's $99 to attend. That includes a catered lunch for you on Saturday. But we're bringing in lots of different speakers. We have people coming in from corporate. And we have some special guests coming in that are in the healthcare industry that are going to be talking a lot more in detail about GLP-1. And also some of our other activators. So they're going to go through a lot of history and information about those as well. So a lot of it's going to be very product focused, and the rest of it's really going to be very business focused and working on some of the skills to be successful in this. So I highly recommend if you're in the Ohio area. You know, all are welcome. So you don't even have to be part of Team Legacy. We have outside team members that are attending, that have attended in the past, and they want to come back, which is great. So, but the very next weekend, we have what's called the LifeVantage Market Connect. That's in Kansas City. It's going to be all things about GLP-1 system. So it's starting off Friday at 3 o'clock and ending on Saturday at 4 o'clock. And really going over in detail the new product, all about that. So that is, if you can make both those, great. But at least make one of those. I would make a point to do that. Holly, we'll let you go over the new team members.
I didn't get a chance to update this slide, so.
Oh, oh, this is old.
I meant to, that's
this is
last
old.
month. Yeah, no, that was the month before. No, I meant to just to slip that out of there. I'm so sorry. We had so much new stuff to go on tonight that I'll send an email welcoming everybody. So yeah, sorry about that.
All right. So we also learned today that at that Market Connect there in Kansas City, they're offering some different promotions. So if you buy one of these new GLP systems, you're going to get a blender bottle. And if you buy 3 of them, you're going to get this lovely crossbody bag.
It's actually really cute. I want it.
It is.
I'm excited.
Catch me wearing it. It's not my color, but apparently there's a lot of people that are very excited about that. And then if you buy 9 systems, they're giving away this luggage piece. We already have one of these from when we did hair care launch. If you bought so many of the hair care systems, you got this. So now you need to buy 9 of these systems. But there's only 50 of these available, guys. So it's going to be extremely difficult, I think, to get one. But hey, if you're first in line, you're first in line and can get yourself one if you buy 9 of those systems. So it not only includes the luggage, but also includes the
water bottles
and
yeah,
the crossbody bag.
And the crossbody bag. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. I like it when they offer these promotions. But again, supplies are always very limited. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out on that. Cool. All right. You want me to keep going, Holly?
Yeah, I'm almost
I know you're entering
responding.
names and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
got
that.
names entered in, and I'm just kind of texting people back so they at least know that I got them in, and I don't want anyone to think that I missed them in some way, shape, or form. But
Okay.
What I will say is this is something to think about. A couple things. Look, the suitcase is really cool. I will tell you that the offer to get the blender bottles and the suitcase and all that stuff, you're not getting a discount on the product. All right, let me just be upfront with you on that. You're not getting a discount on the product itself, but what you are getting obviously is an awesome suitcase. It's around like a $300 value. You're going to get 9 blender bottles. Okay, 9 blender bottles. And so and you'll get the crossbody bag. So if it were me, here's the thing. Here's a couple things that I would consider. One, unless you have personally pre-sold a bunch of systems where people are local and you can literally just drop it off at their door along with a blender bottle as a bonus, right? I don't necessarily know that you probably need to like go running to get that suitcase unless you just want it for yourself. Honestly, I think that that's super cool. That's a lot of product. If you want to order it, that's fantastic. But what I would strongly encourage you to do is still get blender bottles. Maybe pick up some of the flexible tape measures. You know, the ones I'm talking about that you can like not obviously ones you would use to measure a wall or whatever, but they're specifically designed to measure body measurements. They are a dime a dozen, you guys, a dime a dozen. You can buy packs of those things on Amazon for like $10. And what if, every new customer that you enroll on this new product, you send them a blender bottle, thank them for being a customer, congratulate them for making the decision, and give them that tape measure. What if you encourage them to take before and after pictures and write down their measurements so that you can then follow up with them, week 2, week 4, whatever, and get their progress. Then you can use their testimonies. Now, you don't have to do any of these things. I'm just letting you know some of the things that I plan on doing and things that we have found success with past launches. All right. Because I do know that if a customer gets something extra, especially since it's like a scoop or a drink, it goes a long way. it goes a long way. So take that, I guess, for what it is. But sorry, I wanted to throw that in there. Again, if you're
Yep.
going to be on site, then take advantage of getting those blender bottles. If you're going to be purchasing some of that stuff for yourself anyway, or a family member or somebody local, I think that's fantastic. But that's just my little tip.
All right, so let's go with some of the events that we wrap up tonight, guys. So with the weekly momentum Tuesday, so the company does this every single Tuesday at noon Eastern time. So that is a Zoom that you can watch or dial in and listen to. Also, we've got Holly this week is doing a lunch and learn.
Yeah,
At, tomorrow. So it's going to be the exact same time as the Momentum Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So it's the exact same information to get on this call that you get on the lunch and learn. And then every Monday night, we do the weekly MC. So I spend about 15 minutes, usually talking about product, and just give you some education, inspiration, to start you off your week. So we do that every single Monday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And that's just a dial in. That's not a Zoom. So that's just dial in, enter the access code, and just listen for 15 minutes there. We do record those as well.
And tomorrow's lunch and learn, just so you know, is focused strictly on how to launch like a pro. I am going to walk you through all the things that you should be doing during the pre-launch phase. With every new product launch, there's 3 phases, and I am going to focus specifically on the pre-launch phase. So I will be giving you all the tips and tricks that you need to know to launch like a pro and skyrocket your success with this new product. So that's what it's going to be about. If you can't be on the call live, I will be recording it. We will then upload it to our Team Legacies YouTube channel, and you'll be able to access it there.
So also there's opportunity Zooms going all the time. And so use this as a tool. This is a tool that's available to you to get guests on to hear about our products and about the business opportunity. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, these are happening via Zoom. So you want to get your guests on those every single week. So please, you can dial in yourself and listen to hear what's being said, but those are also available. And so Holly, she wanted to go over some tips for you because this is a big deal, guys, and we don't want you to miss out on the timing of this. The people that are preparing now for this launch are going to win out more than the people that wait until they have the product before they start promoting this. And so the wave's coming, so you want to start paddling now so that you catch the wave at the right time. And so there's some people we talk to, they're like, well, I'm just going to wait till the product comes out, then I'm going to start promoting it. You're going to miss out on a big part of the opportunity there if you do that. So Holly put some tips together to talk about why taking action now matters for your business.
Yeah. And I'm not going to sit here too much and read a lot of what's on here. If you guys are on the, Zoom, feel free to take a screenshot of this. Obviously making the decision to act now. Here's the thing. Like Brian said, we have 30 days, 31 days. It's go time. It is literally go time. The next 30 days is going to fly by. And before you know it, we're going to be launching. And then you're going to be like, well, what do I do now? We don't want you to feel lost and stumbling around and be like, I wish I would have known what I could have done to prepare myself to be ready for this. Think about this. The next 90 days in your business could be the most critical and impactful 90 days of your entire LifeVantage career. I want you to think about that for a minute. Brian and I have personally seen how an average person does extraordinary things during a product launch. Extraordinary things, tens of thousands of volume going through someone's business, propelling them, creating new belief, new excitement, another wave. This is a big deal. So think about this. Here's some numbers. For those of you who like some numbers, let's play around with a couple numbers real quickly. If you enrolled just one consultant a month, let's say that's it, one consultant a month, and you taught them to do the same. Think about that. Okay, it's kind of like that compound effect, because this is where we're going. In 10 months, this is you enrolling one consultant a month, and then each of them enrolling one, right? And then them teaching their people to do one. In 10 months, you would have 1,024 consultants in your business. Do you know how long it would take you to get over 1,000 consultants in your business if it was just you doing all the work? 83 years. 83 years. Because you chose to do all the heavy lifting. We have an incredible opportunity to be able to leverage one another's efforts. Small individual efforts spread out creates a huge impact. Now is the time. How many, let me ask you this. You have 30 days. Drop a comment in the chat. I want you to tell me in the next 30 days, how many people are you committed to getting on a list for when we go live with this new product? How many? How many people are you willing to commit to having written down on a piece of paper to reach out to when this product goes live? Tim, 15 in the next 30 days? Oh, dude, I know you can do better than that.
Good start.
It's a good start, but we got to stretch that rubber band, man. I guess stretch that rubber band. Darlene, 50. I like that. 50's good. 50's good. Are Tim and Darlene the only ones that have some goals here for pre-launch?
Yeah. Guys,
if you're just saying to yourself, oh, I should probably reach out to this person or that person, or just randomly thinking of people and getting around to write, I'm telling you, you're going to be so disappointed. What if you did this? What if you added 3 people a day to your list? What if you set a goal for yourself to add 3 people each day for the next 30 days to a list? That's only 60 people. That's less than 100 people. That's less than 100 people, 60 people. What if only half of those people purchase new product from you? I'm being realistic. Let's say you have 60 people on a list and only half of them end up deciding to pull the trigger and actually buy from you. That's 30 new customers. 30. How many of you would love to have 30 new customers in your business? How many? What would that look like to you? What would that look like to you? What kind of money, extra money would you earn by having 30 new customers in your business? And then if you have a team, imagine if every single person on your team did that. So everything that you do in the next 30 days is going to be exponential because of this launch. All of the efforts that you're putting in now are going to be propelled and be 10 times because of the momentum and the excitement and the enthusiasm and the anxiousness that people have and the eagerness that they have to get their hands on these products. I mean, think about this, you guys. You can't see someone's oxidative stress. All right. You can't necessarily see their oxidative stress, what's happening in their bodies at that cellular level. And that can be difficult to explain to people. But guess what? You can see extra weight. We are talking about a product that is going to allow people to see and feel better, to feel differently about themselves. They're going to be more confident and secure. They're going to be more inclined to probably do things that they wouldn't have done or taking chances in life because they feel better about themselves. We're talking about a product that's going to create visible and measurable results. This is huge. Your sole purpose, as we wrap up tonight, your sole purpose in the next 30 days is to get 100 people on your list. That's my challenge to you. That is my challenge to you. Start new conversations. Say hello. Tell people that we have something so significant that is about to take place in our company, and you are going to kick yourself if they didn't know about it and heard about it from somebody else. Whether they whether they're interested or not, it doesn't matter. But I guarantee if they're not interested, they know somebody who's taking stuff or who's struggling with their weight. I'm telling you. So here's my questions. This is what we're gonna wrap up with you guys. Okay. I was chasing toddlers and doing laundry. Can't reply in the chat. There's like 50 people's on our list. I love it. Okay. Ben and Fannie Mae said, everybody I'm talking to, she's like, I love it. Reach 100. Okay. So here's what you need to ask yourself. A couple questions. Will you make the decision to get serious? Right now is a new day. You're restarting, relaunching your business. Maybe you're just getting started. Are you willing to make the decision to get serious in your business today? How many people are you going to be committed to getting on a list? Are you willing to get uncomfortable? Are you willing to get uncomfortable? Will you stretch that rubber band? As I said to Tim, I'm calling you out, Tim. Sorry. I'm doing it for love. It's tough love. I'm telling you. Will you stop getting stuck in the scroll hold on your phone? Will you stop binge watching shows? Maybe you let your favorite show go a few weeks and you use that time to make phone calls and send text messages and voice memos and emails, right? I'm telling you, you're going to kick yourself. We say this because we care. We truly care. And we want you guys to be able to take full advantage of this. The product, yes, once it's out, it'll be out. That's great. But then you're going to be wishing that you were having the success that other people are having. But I'll leave you with this final quote. I recently heard this quote. I have to thank Brian for sharing it with me on a reel, and I have not been stopped thinking about it for the last week. It says, everybody wants the view from the top, but not everybody's going to climb. That's it. It's easy to be jealous about what someone has, but most people aren't jealous of what people did to get it. They're just not. People want certain things, but they're not willing to do the work. So my challenge to you is, are you ready to get serious? Are you ready to capitalize on a market that is screaming for an alternative, holistic approach to what they're already spending their hard-earned money on? And you have the solution. You just have to be willing to get out of your own way and go ask people if they want to get on your list, if they want the information, if they want to know about it. That's it. We'll provide you with the tools. I don't think we can probably make it any easier. So that's all I got. I want to thank everybody for being on the call. I did have some people go ahead and call me as well. I had a Glenda Mullet and a Dan and Esther, and let me see here. Did you want me to do it now, Brian, or do you want me to wait to see if anybody else calls me?
No, I would wait and then post on our Facebook page. And if it's in our Amish family, can let them know if they want or not.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and reach out. I know everyone's like, well, I want to know if I won. So sorry if I'm taking the wind out of your sails, you guys, tonight,
Yep.
but I do want to give those who are on the phone the opportunity to be able to do that. So lots of exciting stuff coming. See, I still have people calling me. Lots of exciting stuff coming. Now's the time to get plugged in. Now's the time to stay on top of things. Don't say, I wish I would have known. If I only knew. All right. So we got you. We got you.
Yep.
That's all I got, Brian.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for attending tonight, and we'll be in touch. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.